Welcome to the first part of our mini-series on negotiation preparation, and today we're going to talk about personality types and what to prepare for. I will give you a short intro into the DISC type model, and we will also cover what that means for your preparation, what you should prepare and how you should negotiate. So welcome to the very first video in our mini-series on negotiation preparation. As announced yesterday, we will start today with covering what personality types we usually deal with in negotiation. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, have a look at the video description down below. I will link all videos of this mini-series and all videos of this video challenge in there. Basically, there are really a lot of personality type models out there. There is DISC, the Enneagram, the MBTI, which is the Myers-Briggs type indicator, and so on and so on. But in this video, we will focus on the DISC model. Why DISC? Because it's easy to understand, it's easy to explain, and it works more often than not. So what does DISC stand for? Let me explain. DISC is an acronym. DISC stands for the 4 beginning letters of the personality type descriptors. The D stands for dominance. The I stands for influence. The S stands for steadiness. And finally, the C stands for conscientiousness, which is, by the way, as a non-native speaker, always a little bit difficult for me to speak out. But never mind. So let's have first a look at each of those types to have a better understanding what drives them and what we need to prepare for when we are preparing our negotiations. The first one is the D type, or the dominant type. As its name may indicate, and you may have heard that before, that is really a forceful personality type. The dominant type really loves to win. They love the battle. If you hear someone quoting Sun Tzu's The Art of War in a negotiation, you can be pretty sure that this one is a dominant type. And dominant type usually do not care how a result is achieved as long it is achieved. But dominant types, as well as every other type as well, also have their fears. They really want to appear strong. That's why they love victory so much. One of the greatest fears is that people perceive them as being weak. They want to be strong. They also hate that nagging feeling telling them someone has taken advantage of them. That's something a dominant type definitely hates. Next are the influence types. The influential personality type really wants to be adored, wants to be loved. They want to be recognized, basically. They seek approval and, in addition to that, excitement, because that to a certain extent confirms their whole being. Influential types want to be popular. They fear rejection. And one thing they definitely cannot stand is to be overheard. How do I know? Because I think I'm a pretty clear I type. And one thing that really drives me mad is if people do not let me finish my sentences. That really makes me crazy, because I have the feeling I'm overheard, and that is somehow against my whole personality, basically. The third type is the steadiness type. The major goal of this type is harmony. That sounds quite similar to the I type, but it's different. The I type wants to stand on a stage, everybody looking up to them. The S type, on the other hand, wants to embrace, wants to be together, wants to live in harmony. They want to be loved, and very important, they aim to solve any conflict, no matter if it's their own conflict or not. Sometimes they also try to avoid that by any means. S-types are usually very diplomatic personality types. Things they fear are disappointing others or giving the feeling that they have let others down. Also, fast-paced changes is something that this personality type can hardly live with. The fourth and final type is the conscientiousness type. These are the classical number crunchers, but in a positive way. If you get a report or feedback from a conscientious personality type, you can be sure it has been tested and it's correct. This type prefers objective processes and rules. They fear making errors, and they fear even more that other people recognize these errors. And they have problems with emotions in negotiations, down to the facts That's a thing that conscientious personality types say really a lot. So now that we have covered the 4 different personality types, let's look at each one of them in one example. Our example here is a software purchase where we want to reduce prices. If we wanted to sell this to the dominant type, we should use sentences like this. You will reach your bottom line goals with the revenue that you can book from this contract alone. Yes, we want to pay less per license. However, with the increased volume that comes with it, you overachieve your goals regarding your bottom line. You are a great negotiator, Jim. That was really fun to work with you. So here winning and the bottom line is what counts. The same story for the influence personality sounds slightly different. See, John, we've been working together for 4 years now. This is more a partnership than a classical supplier-customer relationship, and we really like that you are our account manager here, and we recognize you for that. Just imagine what we can achieve together when we close this deal. Or even better, just imagine what you can achieve when we close this deal. Being recognized and liked is what counts here. For the steadiness type, it would go something along these lines. We really don't want to ruin our relationship here, do we? We have really achieved a lot together in our partnership, and we really should take care that we do not jeopardize this with this one deal here. Please don't let us down on the cost pressure that we have. Harmony is the key driver in this argumentation. And finally, the conscientiousness type. We're talking only about a 7.43% price reduction compared to last year's price. If you can agree on this well thought out price proposal, we have enough time to ensure that both our ordering process and your booking process goes through as expected without any obstacles. We have benchmarked this, and we are very sure that our price proposal is market conform. And we are happy to provide the details of our benchmark to you. So this is all about accuracy and calculations. So this covers the 4 basic personality types, how to negotiate with them, and what to prepare for, of course. And in video 3 of this mini video series, which will come out the day after tomorrow, I will also cover how to profile people and come up with what potential personality type they might have if you don't know it already. In the description down below in the video, I also link my podcast episode about negotiation with these 4 personality types, as well as a very nice article about negotiating with the DISC model. So the question for today is, what personality type are you? Leave a question down in the comments below with a short answer of your personality type. Are you DISC? And if you want to see more of this negotiation preparation videos, hit like and subscribe. It does not only help the channel, but you'll be notified every time a new video is published. So see you tomorrow, and always happy negotiations.